love to still be in patrol. So, does that answer your question, Mr. Leyden? Thank you, sir. Yes, ma'am.
As a police officer, two questions. What's your personal opinion on the police brutality that has been portrayed throughout the media? And also, with that, how does it feel to have this picture of you shown on the media as like a good, positive officer? Like, how does that feel?
To your first question, I was doing something every other officer out there was doing. Like I've already said it before, I just feel like I was doing my job. 99.9% of police officers out there, that's what they do all the time. And can you say your first question again so I make sure I answer it correctly?
What's your personal opinion on the police brutality that's been shown and portrayed throughout the media?
Unfortunately, does it happen? Yes. It happens a very small percentage of time. And it's wrong. It shouldn't happen. Everyone deserves the same rights in this country. I think the media does over-exaggerate how much it does happen. I mean, that's my personal, of what I've seen doing this for 3 years. I think the media over-exaggerates it, and it doesn't happen 1/10 of the time out in real life. Unfortunately, the videos you see, for every one you see, there are a million times that a police officer just does his job and goes home. I mean, they know, so hopefully I answered your question. I mean, like I said, does it happen? Unfortunately, it has. Probably happened more prevalent in the past, and that's good. We're, as a career, like just as police in general, it can't happen anymore, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't have happened in the first place. So, that's my opinion. Yeah. Yes.
Do you feel the open carry laws are
I haven't seen anyone open carry. It hadn't.
and like what's your opinion on that?
It's good. Yes, sir.
Like for example, Ferguson, even though the whole situation was like justified, why do you think the media portrayed it so bad?
I think what happened in Ferguson was a boiling over effect of a lot of other problems. And it was kind of a powder keg. And I mean, that's really what happened with it. A lot of other issues caused a lot of people to take hold of a false narrative and kind of run with it. So, I mean, I'm really not sure how to answer your question, man. That's probably as best as I could. I'll be honest. Yes, sir. Go.
What's it like being a police officer, but like off duty? Like, do you feel like you still kind of have the do you still have the same tendencies like to monitor situations or like
Yeah.
bad happening?
Yeah, I have a few quirks. Like, if I'm in a restaurant, I can't have my back to the door. That's just something that's bled over. There are a lot of things like, if you watch how I stand, I mean, not right now because I'm just talking to people, but if you watch how I stand if I'm talking to people, it's kind of bladed because I'm used to having a gun on my hip. And I'll stand with that away from people, but it's just little quirks, but not much different. I mean, hopefully that answered it. Yep.
What has been your favorite call?
My favorite call? I love catching robbers. I mean, my favorite call was probably a year ago. We caught 2 dudes that were robbing people in Lake Highlands of cell phones, and they'd probably done it 40 or 50 times. That was probably one of my proudest moments in my career, is catching those 2 and getting them off the street. Because when I say they were doing it pretty much every other morning, they were robbing joggers every other morning. I mean, so that was my favorite call, was catching them, and it was a call from a citizen. So, yes, sir.
Do you think that Police Chief Brown did a great job handling the situation?
He handled that situation great. You couldn't ask for anything else. I mean, what more would you want someone to do? But yeah, I think in that situation he did great. Someone over here, no. Wait, oh, yep, there.
Where are you normally stationed?
I work out of Northeast, which it's down on Northwest Highway in Buckner, if you know the area. And my beat is basically what's called 5 Points. It's Park Lane Ridgecrest in East Ridge. It's not too far from here. If you just go down Buckner and hop over on Northwest Highway, you know where Park Lane is? Park Lane on this side of 75. So yeah, that's where I normally work. But I answer calls all over this area. I mean, so, yep. He had to go to a mental hospital for a day. He wanted to hurt himself. So. Yep. Oh, yes, ma'am.
How many times did you show up to court, like, get someone to write a traffic ticket?
Like I said, I really don't write traffic tickets, so not that often. But I have friends who, that's what, they're in the traffic unit, and they're at court literally every week. So, but yeah. Coach?
Ms. Kaiser and I would like to know what's your fondest memory of Bishop Lynch?
I wrestled here, and you know that was pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah. Thanks, Coach. Did I? Is there another one? Oh, right there. There was a sergeant over there, and he was talking to us. And I honestly, if I'm being serious right now, I thought he was holding a camera because I really wasn't focused on him. I almost told, and then I saw it. I almost told him to put the camera away because I was like, "Not the time, bro. Not the time." But yeah, so that's what I was thinking. But I think that was right before we stood up and walked him out. So I think I was talking to the sergeant. So. Yes, sir. Yes, I've responded to it. No, we haven't caught. Yes, ma'am. Like just a crazy person call? Yeah, there was a lady who was upset that there was a light on the other side of White Rock Lake. There was a light. She was very upset about it. I was to go check it out, so, yep. How long now, Mr. Cantor? Yes.
Like, from yell at age, is there anything that impact, your choice of becoming a police officer?
Things I learned here did, like, I mean, serving people, that's very important. I mean, even just helping. I mean, senior service did a lot. Like, I went to a retirement home, you know, and one of the things I learned there, sometimes people just enjoy seeing you. They just want to talk. And like I said earlier, sometimes people call 911, they don't really have a crime problem, they just want to talk. They don't have anyone to listen. So listening was something that I learned to do here whenever I was in senior service, that was a reason that I'll become a police officer. I like helping people. Yes, sir.
What's the one thing you regret not doing in high school?
Oh no. I really wouldn't change anything if I were to go back. No, I know that sounds kind of weird, but yeah, I enjoyed high school. I mean, I wouldn't change any of it. Probably study harder.
Turn in your homework?
Yeah.
I have all my homework in.
Yes, sir.
I didn't put my name on homework.
Inner city people that improve relationships?
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of the problems come from lack of communication. I mean, communication is so key nowadays. That just literally, like I was saying, we have a unit, that's all they do is they go talk with people. And that's one of the ways that really Dallas has been kind of spared from a lot of the problems that face the rest of the nation. Yeah, it's communication. I mean, you got to talk to people. Yes, ma'am. I mean, unfortunately, it happens. I mean, as cold as that sounds, it's not good. We don't really like it when it happens in our area because you take personal pride in it. But yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of crime will happen regardless if we're there or not. It's one of the things that sucks about the world. I mean, yeah. Yes, sir.
What was the hardest part of your training?
Getting pepper sprayed. It's not pleasant. Yes, sir. Yeah. I would take a million taser rides over getting pepper sprayed again. Of what? Getting tased or? Getting tased feels like your muscles are about to explode. Getting pepper sprayed is just all kinds of awful. And the worst thing about our pepper spray is it's water activated. So the only way to wash it off is it keeps reactivating. So your eyes will actually just shut closed because it's like, this isn't good. It's not literally all kinds of awful is the best way I can explain it. You wash it off with water. It's really cruel. I mean, but yeah. You got this one, Jeff. Yes. I answer about 12 to 15 calls a night. It's like an average night. Yes, sir. What time do I? Oh, yeah, like I said, I work midnight to 8, so pretty much midnight to 4, we're getting a lot of calls. Like everything else, people kind of calm down between 4 to 6, maybe 4 to 7, and then it kind of starts like, after 7 you start getting accident calls and stuff, but other than that, like 12 to 4, 12 to 5, it's pretty good. It's going pretty well. Yes, sir.
Wait, so did you do you choose your shift, or is that a thing where?
It's like based on seniority. So basically, I could have picked between evenings and deep nights, and I like deep nights. Yes, ma'am. I don't. That's my secret. I'm always tired. Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever had any calls involving like celebrities?
And Tyler Sagan won't turn his music down. He's a hockey player. Yes, sir. Yeah. It happens. It's kind of annoying to me because, I mean, it's kind of a low priority. It's what people call 911 for, so. Yep.
If someone wanted to do something nice for the Dallas Police Department, what's something that like you could use it like?
You know, we always appreciate baked goods.
Where do you drop them off?
You can go to any station. In the back there, over there, someone? No? Yeah. What was that?
What advice would you give to a police departments that are trying to build a better relationship with their community right now?
You got to get out and talk to people. Like I've said, it's communication. You can't just go somewhere and put people in jail. You can't arrest your way out of the problem. You got to talk to people. And really, people in the community, they know the problems that they need solved. So that's what I'm saying. You got to talk to people. Yes, sir.
Is your station the one on Northwest Highway North Leyden?
Yup. Yes, ma'am.
So what do you do during the day when you're not like working your shift?
Attempt to sleep. I've never had a donut on duty. I'm proud of that.
A couple of announcements before everybody goes. First off, every morning we say the mission statement. We have the mission statement plastered literally all over the school, every building, every room, everywhere. And sometimes, you say it and it becomes part of a daily routine where you don't really think about it. But think of the impact, because obviously one of the things that was impressed upon Dylan is the mission statement, and he's living the mission statement. So I know every once in a while you say it and you recite it, sort of like you do the play. Yeah, but there's actual words to it. There's meaning to it. So please try to